this nonsense now.
Don't let him talk to you like that. He's a treacherous snake. Cut out his fangs. Careful now. Don't lose control.
I warned you my ritual was dangerous. I warned you it was not for the weak, but you drank the poison.
What have you done, you fool? You can't handle that kind of power.
What just happened? Where's Thanaton?
You're dying, little snake. Don't struggle. It'll only prolong the agony.
One thing I forgot to mention about the Force binding. You should never, ever bind more than one ghost at a time. Or else, well, you'll see.
Anything that will help me in my struggle with Thanaton would be appreciated.
I think I know something. I'll contact you when they are on their last trial so that you can arrive in time for the results.
Zash and I have been looking over the information you recovered from Thanaton's library.
Any truth to the rumors there's a big old Republic prison on Belsavis?
I heard something of that from Master Ryan, but I didn't want to believe it.
Unfortunately, Belsavis looks like the most promising lead. Darth Noxrith went there seeking a cure for the deterioration of his body. It sounds like precisely the thing you need.
Then let's set a course for Belsavis.
My knowledge is limited, but I'll brief you once we dock with the Belsavis space station.
Return to this ship always warms my circuits, Master. Reminds me I am still functioning.
Hey, Sith. We make a pretty good team. I was thinking I might take off after I found Reich, but the old job just doesn't sound quite as appealing.
You've got all the freedom you need right here.
Maybe sometime I'll take you out into open space, show you the thrill of lying in wait for a big freighter and a big payoff. I may be out of the game, but my skills are sharper than ever.
If you don't mind my asking, how is it you became Sith, my lord? The process is completely foreign to me. I had a brother who was Force-sensitive. Darth Ma came and took him to Korriban, but we didn't hear from him again after that. Ungrateful little rat thinks he's too good for us now, my father said. But really, I think he just missed him.
Most of the people who go to Korriban to become Sith die in training.
You don't know my brother. He never took no for an answer. We Drellic boys might not look like much, but we fight back. Father always wanted one son in the Sith and one in the military. Admittedly, the Imperial Reclamation Service wasn't his first choice, but after all the cursing stopped, I think he warmed up to the idea.
What did your father have against the Imperial Reclamation Service?
The Drellics are a proud family line, and my father is simply the proudest of the lot. The Imperial Reclamation Service shores up the Empire's foundations against the flood of forgetfulness and misinformation that threatens our history. I'd like to see a fighter pilot establish the lineage of a 3,000-year-old Sith Lord with nothing but rocks and a dead language.
I have always believed that knowledge will ultimately win out over the lightsaber and the blaster.
Thank you, my lord. It is my honor to serve. You'll never believe what I found. I thought I'd left this behind planets ago.
Is it some kind of artifact?
This is the tooth of a 4,000-year-old proto-rancor. But look, see this? It's some kind of metal. Not cortosis, but very similar. This rancor was tamed. It was my very first discovery. I carry it with me everywhere for luck. I thought I'd lost it when I fell into an old tomb a couple of digs ago. It turned out it was caught in the lining of my pocket.
On Korriban, I pulled an artifact from an ancient holocron that was supposed to be unopenable.
You mean from the pyramid and the tomb of Marka Ragnos? How did you do it? With a sonic excavator, or some device of your own?
A Sith must have some secrets.
I suppose I will have to live with disappointment. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some findings to analyze.
My lord, I've been studying the Sith code lately, and I'm wondering what you think of the line, "Peace is a lie." There doesn't seem to be a lot of room for interpretation, but I know you are an ardent proponent of peace.
You should know by now that I do not allow the Sith to dictate how I live my life.
Yes, I guess so. It still strikes me as strange how you can be Sith and value Sith teaching so little. The Jedi Code is the core of our philosophy. We learn it by heart, and it's the foundation of everything we do. But I guess it's different for the Sith. The Sith Code is more a description than a guide.
Some take its words very seriously.
Which is better? The ones that truly believe peace is a lie, or the ones with no code at all? How can there be peace with the Sith Empire when every Sith does their own thing? This task we've taken gets more difficult every day. My lord, I must ask a favor of you. Our mission. We cannot hope to accomplish it without help.
I'm afraid we won't get much support from the Sith.
Not the Sith. The Jedi. Yes, I know. There are Jedi who would help us. Who would see that a strong, rational empire is the only path to peace.
I can see the advantages of having sympathetic Jedi when the time comes to negotiate.
Master Simon Walls is known by many as a wise, open-minded Jedi. He brought the Sith Lord Karis Vale to the light and oversaw his initiation into the Jedi. He has retired in seclusion to Alderaan for personal study and meditation, but young Jedi still make pilgrimages to him. I would like to make a pilgrimage, and if possible, get his support.
I welcome any support we can get.
I'll return quickly, I promise. I can't believe him! I'm not a Jedi. He says I'm not a Jedi?
Did you meet with Master Simon? What happened?
Master Simon! I came to him for help, and he turned me away. It's not fair. I was the best Padawan Masters Ryan and Osera ever trained. I am a Jedi.
Why do you cling to the Jedi Order? They will never accept you for who you are.
I don't care. I'm a Jedi. I've never been anything else. The return of the Sith in this war has changed things. Sometimes compromise is necessary. Yes, I don't care what Master Simon said. Thank you, my lord, for helping me talk through this.
Please order your monster to settle down. His raging makes it impossible to get any reading done.
In piso se waitai spira presincretai. In pise e wanata atragata injais. Godais akran bayradans jawan jandans in pan guidis.
You were the one who couldn't just leave Tulak Horde's bones alone.
This fool will never accept responsibility as long as there's someone else to blame. I really am quite grateful. You've no idea how much easier it's been to think since the storehouse. And I have to say, I'm growing used to this body. It has its limitations, certainly, but such strength.
Don't get too settled. Ken won't like it.
He doesn't have much of a choice, does he? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get some research in while the monster's at bay.
We've arrived at the Belsavis spaceport.
Good. We'll have to work quickly if we're to find a cure for your strange ailment. We know that a Sith called Darth Noxrith suffered a similar problem. His power became too much for him, and he began to deteriorate. We also know that he went to Belsavis in search of a Rakata device that he believed could fix him, whatever that means.
Who were these Rakata?
Little is known of them. They were highly advanced and ruled the galaxy. Then they just disappeared. I've looked into Belsavis. There is indeed evidence that the Rakata were here, and that they built some kind of monumental prison.
Master Ryan said something about a Republic prison. I'd never heard of these Rakata.
Indeed. The Republic built their own prison on top of the Rakata one. Whatever this device is, we'll have to navigate 2 prisons to get to it.
We have to find the device first.
That could pose an interesting challenge. The Empire recently discovered the Republic's prison and staged a massive prison break.
Saves us the trouble of breaking in, I guess.
It also means the planet is in chaos, and any trail Darth Noxrith left will have been obliterated.
I don't need Darth Noxrith's trail. Give me the information and I'll find the device.
Without a trail to follow? Or any field experts in ancient alien technology? You're good, but I don't know if you're that good. But while perusing the Republic prison logs, I discovered a familiar name. The Circle, a group of criminal technologist Nikto I once employed. They never met a system they couldn't slice, or a machine they couldn't reverse engineer. Perhaps they can interpret Darth Noxrith's diagrams on Belsavis.
Then I will speak to them.
A good start.
I bet one of the guardhouses has a record of where they were kept. I've seen my share of prisons.
We must be careful. Belsavis is a place of unknown danger. But be quick. The dates on Darth Noxrith's records show his condition worsening rapidly.
Perum, Chin Nampa al Adam, Neknikam, Laporam Amka, Mamni Nikag, Nagnaya Mamni Kamgam.
I'll have a little chat with him then.
Anang Nimu, Kemgam Karayangma.
Approach. You have garnered the attention of my master, the Emperor. He foresees you performing great deeds on Belsavis, and he sends this message. Do not disappoint him.
People call me Lord. You should as well.
The Imperial Guards speak with the Emperor's command. We bow to no other. That said, welcome to Belsavis. This planet holds the Republic's dirtiest secret, a maximum security prison home to the galaxy's most depraved convicts. We've come to free them. Specifically, the Dread Masters, elder Sith who could change the course of the war.
The Empire is risking much to free these Sith. Why?
The Dread Masters possess the unique ability to cripple an entire enemy force with terror. We've deployed special operations groups to release them. They freed prisoners and sparked riots. But during the chaos, we lost contact with all 5 teams. You will need to re-establish contact, and, if necessary, relaunch the operation to free the Dread Masters.
I like the idea of Sith Lords owing their freedom to me.
The shuttle will drop you at the last known location of Operations Group 5. Find Lord Medicius. Help him fan the flames of the riot. Minimum resources, maximum results. That's how we avoid disappointing the Emperor.
It's a relief to see you here, my lord. Don't mind the troops sulking. Being reduced to cannon fodder isn't sitting well with them. This prison is far more dangerous than we originally thought, and far older. Many of these vaults were constructed thousands of years before the Republic came. Imagine the secrets inside.
If the Republic didn't build the vaults, who did?
Some long-forgotten alien race. They used the vaults to imprison all the vile monstrosities they didn't want running amok. We've been blasting open the older vaults in hopes that whatever horrors were locked away might turn on the Republic guards. In one vault we discovered ancient war droids. Ungrateful wretches that vaporized my men on the spot. Now they're on the warpath.
And do you want me to destroy them?
Actually, no. Those droids properly controlled would be invaluable. However, our reprogramming spikes need to be inserted manually. I've lost 30 men trying to dominate the ancient droids. Validating in a way, but these massacres are crippling us. I need your help uploading those spikes.
If we don't harness their power, the Republic will.
Once installed, the spikes are designed to make the droids target only people wearing Republic Guard uniforms. Until then, though, those droids will be extremely hostile. If they get you in their sights, they won't let up. And they don't miss.
Welcome, my lord. I assumed Commander Callum sent you to help. I'm Lord Medicius, leader of Operations Group 5. We started this riot by arming prisoners and pointing them at their Republic captors. But our primary goal is to extract certain inmates held deep within the prison.
Commander Callum said they were Sith Lords.
Correct. The Dread Masters. They can reach out through the Force and pierce their enemies with terror. Whole armadas surrender to them without firing a shot. The Republic claimed the Dread Masters were killed in the last war. Returning them to the field would be a crowning achievement.
Do you have a fix on the Dread Masters' location?
The Republic moved them into the deep prison. We've heard nothing since. Meanwhile, the Warden brought in a hard-headed off-world enforcer, Ellis Ruger. He's here to close our exit corridor. If the Republic isn't stopped, they'll retake this landing zone. Without an exit, our prison break will fail.
Don't give an inch of ground to the Republic.
We're trying, but the prison guards aren't helping matters. They're hiding behind force fields, and they've just deployed mechanical peacekeepers. These Warden droids have enough firepower to incapacitate a small army. The rioters are losing hope, but we can reignite their rage. Destroy enough droids and the convicts will smell blood. They'll practically defend our landing zone for us.
If a few broken droids will spark the convicts' fury, I'll set this riot ablaze.
Impress the rioters with your power and the droids' weakness. Then they'll fight our enemy for us.
Let's see. Oh.
Come close. I can't stand solitude any longer. 24 years I've been imprisoned on Belsavis. The Republic thought they could contain me, but the Empire proved them wrong.
Who are you?
You haven't heard of the great Lord Ferid? I stole a Republic superweapon and turned it against the miserable cretins. How I cherish the memory. Every second of imprisonment, I nursed my hatred for the Republic. Finally, the time has come for my revenge. When the Empire released me, the Republic army retreated to their compound to erect defenses. Something vital is behind those fortified walls.
What have you discovered?
I'm not sure, but the last time I saw such heavy safeguards, they were trying to stop me from seizing their superweapon. I hunger for their destruction, but I'm too weak to crush their defenses. This battle is yours. Obliterate the Republic compound, recover what they protect, and then bring it to me.
I'll return when I know more.
Crush their turrets, then tear the base apart until you've found what the Republic hides.
Come on, cough it up. Every name, every date, every blasted key.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The cattle are in the slaughterhouse now, partner. Don't play dumb.
Oh, that prisoner list. Of course. Right here.
While you're in there, mind telling me what became of a group called the Circle?
Yeah, I know them. Ran off into one of the vaults. You know, the big things that all the scary stuff comes out of. Setting up some kind of hub out there. I don't know what. Now, if you don't mind, we owe this guy a beating.
If that sort of thing pleases you.
It most certainly does. Thank you, Sith.
Not your time yet. Not your time yet.
Transistors, 300! Sweet stuff, man, sweet stuff! Hey, what's this? You bring something juicy? Processor chip? Crazy Sith crystal tech? We'll trade for shuttle passes. No, just kidding. We love it here. Some real crazy tech. The droids don't even speak basic.
I'm looking for an ancient healing technology. What have you got?
Got some old Kolto injectors and a couple creepy-looking med droids, but nothing ancient. You got details? That's some crazy-looking diagram, but I'm pretty sure we can help. Of course, last time we helped one of you, she did something for us, yeah?
Freakish monstrosities. They won't talk to us like that. We are Sith.
What do you need me to do?
This is a state-of-the-art slicing hub in the making. Bell Savas security protocols, HoloNet, we want it all. The vault blows up our signal, makes it huge. Unbelievable. But we need a relay to carry it off-world. Go galactic or go home. You clear us out a spot for our relay and protect it while we hook in. We'll help you with your mystery machine.
If you're going to make me feel guilty, I'll do it.
You do this for us. The circle will be everywhere. You won't regret it.
Between the eyes. I love this.
Nice work on the beacon. Guess we owe you some info, huh? That diagram's ancient alien tech, all right. Never seen it in my life. But Grokan saw something like this part here in the Republic labs. There's rumors of the kind of crazy stuff those aliens built deeper in the prison. Advanced AIs, self-healing droids, living cities. You said this is some kind of healing device. I can kind of see that. Hard to say, though, without a scan. Them Ricotta freaks built some twisted stuff.
I would expect nothing less. How do I acquire this machine, and then how do I use it?
If you can scan that device, we can get you a better idea of what this thing is and how it works. Here, data chip. It'll reprogram the Republic security droids in the area to open up the lab so you can get in and scan the device.
I appreciate the help.
You find us this piece, we'll find you the mystery machine. No question. Take this with you. It'll let us analyze the Ricotta prize without you having to drag it back here, yeah? Just watch the prisoners in the area. They're meaner than most.
The droids appear to have lost interest in us. No doubt they're hunting down their new prey. Now the Republic can enjoy being slaughtered by these antiquated tools of destruction. I'm in your debt.
Be careful about what you set loose in the future.
Wise words. I don't think I have the manpower to suffer another incident like this. Now that those droids aren't shooting us anymore, we may be able to deactivate a few and study them more closely. In time, we may even be able to replicate their technology. Belsavis is more intriguing than I feared.
The Warden droids are no more. I hope the rioters took note.
Have no fear. Thousands of prisoners already move against the droids. More devotees follow your footsteps every minute. Many have died in the process, but that's normal.
Minimum effort, maximum results, I see.
They will occupy the guards' attention with little more energy on our part. A fine move. Thanks to you, the inmates have turned from whipped dogs into predators. Still, we need more convicts on our side. Turn this mob into an army, and the Republic will be permanently occupied. An army begins with generals. We must provide the prisoners with the leadership they require.
There must be plenty of leadership material locked up here. Break them out and put them to work.
Exactly. There's a carbonite storage facility in the intake yards, full of frozen convicts. Some were rebellion leaders, others simply murdered every guard they found. We need both persuasions.
Releasing them into the general population should prove entertaining.
Splendid. Though the unfreezing process won't be simple. Prisoner, what of your mission into the Carbon Gallery?
The crisis response unit ambushed us. I got away. Only me.
Excellent. Ruga took the bait. Now you can free the frozen prisoners and wipe out the crisis response unit all at once.
Who are these guards exactly?
They trained for everything. Hostages, riots, Sith opponents. They slaughtered us.
Another word, inmate, and I'll throw you back in prison. Ruga's men are dangerous, but don't let it give you pause. Destroy the guards and defrost the prisoners. They'll turn this riot into an organized army. Then we'll have safe passage to extract the Dread Masters.
A few psychopaths should keep the Republic awake at night.
I hope you're proud. Your time on Belsavis is up.
You speak that way to a Sith Lord?
I'd speak this way to the Emperor himself if the coward dared show his face. I've been cracking heads 20 years this spring. Every Sith I've downed thought the law never applied to him. So let me make this perfectly clear. You've made a mistake. Time to pack up and fly home.
You can't scare me off, Ruger. I'm here to stay.
I'll enjoy throwing your stubborn carcass in jail.
There was only enough power to thaw the best prisoners. I unleashed the worst murderers I could find.
The convicts were violent before. With psychopaths at the helm, there's no telling what crimes they'll commit. Ruger will not be pleased.
He called to threaten me. He seemed unafraid.
Ruger's tamed prisons before, even restored order to Coruscant's depths. It's time we end his career. The only thing keeping us from his throat are the force fields guarding his base. Luckily, a mad Deveronian prisoner, Golan, has the key.
Golan will surrender the key. He has no choice.
The Deveronian may see things differently. He knows the key is valuable, plus he's trained in the Force and highly violent. The Republic tried executing him 4 times. That's when they shipped him to Belsavis. Now Golan thinks he can't die. He's refusing to hand over the key to Ruger's guard station.
This Golan may not fear death, but he'll soon beg for it.
Save your torments for Ruger. This mission simply demands a quick kill and the key in our hand. Golan roams near the resettlement camps, in the open areas where wise inmates leave him alone. Make your way there. The longer we delay, the more likely Ruger will change the lock frequency on the security fields.
It's done. I have the key to the security fields.
We must strike quickly, before word of Golan's death spreads. Ruger is finally vulnerable. If you're ready, we can end his campaign and secure this landing zone for good.
How much resistance is Ruger packing?
He lacks his crisis response unit, but the guard station will be full of veteran soldiers. Expect the worst. Use the security key to drop their shields. My teams will cut off Ruger's backup. No one gets in, no one gets out. We'll give you time to work. Just make sure Ruger doesn't escape.
I've been waiting to get my hands on Ellis Ruger.
His men know what to do in battle. Any shock we cause will wear off quickly. This is his stronghold. Bring everything you have, and every ally you trust. We will get no second chance.
I lost you there.
Well, now, there's two ways you can leave, Imperial. Cuffed down or feet first.
I'm walking away from this. You won't be so lucky.
Feet first it is. All right, hold your gloating. Get it over with.
You're awfully eager to die.
No, I'm just disinclined to make a show of it.
Ruger! Come in, Ellis Ruger. This is Warden Grawl. We're taking fire and can't reach your position. What's your status?
Roger that. This is Ellis Ruger. Wish I could help, but I'm busy dying for a worthless cause. Over.
You're not Ruger. What's going on? Wait, I've seen you on our cameras. What do you want?
My only desire is to watch your face as I do this.
You monster! Ellis Ruger! He was the last hope for law and order on Belsavis! I won't forget this. Warden Grawl, out!
That was a rare occasion. We had half their numbers and still handed them their heads. Ruger must have been furious. I can only imagine the thrill of snuffing out his life.
Thrilling doesn't begin to describe what it felt like to stick that lawman.
And as Ruger's screams fade, we know our landing zone won't be threatened again. If you'll excuse me, duty calls. I must re-establish contact with Commander Callum.
Lord Medishers. Come in, Lord Medishers.
I am here, Commander Callum. What is your will?
Ellis Ruger was blocking our signal. Your men re-established contact once he fell, but I've heard nothing from our other operations groups. Captain Van Dorn must be reached. Our mission is still in jeopardy.
Leave this mission to me. Lord Medishers will guard the rear.
I give the orders. But yes, you are best suited to meet the Lost Operations Group. Secure the landing zone, Lord Medishers, and stay in constant contact. Commander Callum out.
Captain Van Dorn was last seen in the high security wing. Find his camp, but be wary. The Republic is conducting strange experiments with the inmates there.
People call me Lord. You should as well. If a few broken droids will spark the convict's fury, I'll set this riot ablaze. This is Ellis Ruger. Wish I could help, but I'm busy dying for a worthless cause.